Hey, welcome back. Big day today. Somehow, some way, all of the stars have aligned, and I've got like 5, maybe 6 people on their way here right now as I speak, and we are going to put the body back onto the chassis of the Mutt. Very excited. That's it. We're jumping right into it, so let's hit it. Alright, so we got everybody here finally. Today's the big moment. We're going to move the cab to the chassis. So hopefully this doesn't turn into a complete shit show and everything goes smoothly. And yeah, let's get started, I guess.
Oh, you
You're
are
needed. He's not allowed to lift.
Here's the deal. If you're the last one, you get the heaviest spot.
I'll lift right here.
I'm going to sit inside of it now, and you're going to get that side.
So we're thinking we're going to go like halfway. And then 2 people are going to have to be on the other side.
Jason, you need to just help guide it from the side with the ledge, maybe?
All I know is
I just don't know
me
about
and my
getting
neighbor
over
did
here.
mine by ourselves. Just saying.
I'm going to go sit on a beer.
With or without a motor?
Motor was in it. We actually flipped it up straight up and down.
You're fine.
Set it on its back and then
The back of the
down.
cab is right here. And actually,
Do not have a
after
dash.
you get it there, you can watch from the front when we start bringing it forward. You know, let me know that we're.
Want to get in there, or
No, I don't think you should get in.
as long as you guys said it.
No, you
there.
can't because you'll be in this one.
Yeah.
Way bad, so. Okay, you want to do a little test lift and see if everyone feels comfortable?
Way lighter than what it was. This ain't shit.
Yeah. So
Watch in front of your damn thing, brother.
Yeah, watch it. You can move.
Boss. Way fucking lighter. You'll feel like this last one.
Watch your back here.
Okay, sit mine down.
I got
I'm
you.
moving.
I don't know if I'm on something.
Alright, this night day.
No, it's on the metal over
You're
there.
good.
Right there.
Okay, ready?
Hold on. Hold
I
up. Hold up. I can only go so far.
Here, watch yourself. This is gonna come.
Yeah, you can
Watch
watch
it.
it.
Don't lean too much
Oh,
on the
yeah,
frame.
don't lean on the frame, it just slid.
Ready? I'm ready. Alright, let's go forward.
Going, going.
Okay, over
Right
there,
there.
right there.
A little bit
Go-
driver.
Yep. Yeah, you should be just about set down.
Then we'll put the pucks in.
You gotta go back a little bit.
Right there. I can see my
Yeah,
hole.
it's right here close because we're sitting on this rubber bumper.
Perfect.
This one's about lined up. Yep, so is mine.
Well, you still got to put them pucks in there too,
Yeah,
so
we can-
don't, not yet.
Zoom out on this a minute here. There it is. Body is now officially on the chassis, although not bolted down just yet. We have rear suspension in, got those bushings changed on the leaf springs, axles bolted in. Pinion angle obviously is going to need to be adjusted with some different shims once it's sitting on its wheels and at full weight. I'll get all that dialed in. But there it is. Looks kind of like a truck now. That's a big bitch. Very happy. Couldn't have done it today without everybody's help. Dan, Jason, Eric, Bill. Appreciate you guys helping out today. Getting this thing moved over here. So, there it is. We got the bushings in. 1-inch body lift on a set of replacement body bushings. And on the inside, it's like perfect with the TK shifter. So I think we're looking good. All right, so we took these are the Deaver leaf springs. Used a lot of manpower and the 5-ton press. Pressed out the original rubber bushings here, and then we have the articulating AFCO solid bushings. After the rubber bushings pressed out, the outer metal sleeves pressed out, this one here just kind of taps in place, and it's retained with a C-clip on the other side here. So this first one is done. We just got to put the other one in the second spring. Now we can go ahead and we can get these in. Okay. No, I don't live in a bad neighborhood. Today is the 4th of July, so all the idiots are still shooting their crap off. So anyway, guys are all gone. I've had about a half day to work on the truck here on my own. The body is now bolted to the chassis. I had to make my own little sleeves and washers for the body bushings. That turned out pretty good, but they're all bolted up now. Body's all squared up. All turned out good. This I didn't show before. I guess I'm officially a PRP fanboy, because now I saw these storage bags they sell for the UTVs to fit between the seats that bolt or strap right around the roll bars. They had these on sale, and I figured since I don't have a glove box and I don't have much storage, this is going to be absolutely perfect to hang right in between our seats. It's got a little netted pouch on the front, and then this unzips so I can put gloves, my winch controller, all kinds of stuff inside there. For that's going to be my trunk. Should work out pretty good. For 30 bucks, man, I had to buy it. And it matches my seats perfectly. So anyway, moving on to the back of the truck. So before Dan left and Jason, they gave me a hand. We got the 9-inch installed, U-bolts snugged up. We got the fancy schmancy bushings in, the leaf springs. Those are all in. Got them packed full of grease, and I made some little washers out of some like plastic container lids that was sandwiched in there. You can kind of see it to hold the grease and hopefully keep some crap out of there. I'll have to grease those periodically, but anyway, axles in. I'm still waiting on my axle shafts from Quick Performance. Those are not here yet. Once I get those, then I can start on building the disc brakes for the back. Just looking, I guess this would be considered full droop on the rear axle. Pinion angle is pretty harsh, so I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to change the wedge on the bottom of the leaf spring to change the pinion angle once this is all done and at ride height and at full weight. No point messing with nothing until the truck is essentially done. It'll be one of the last things I do. So, but yeah, so far everything turned out really good. Liking how all this is looking. Everything's going together well. So I'm just going to keep plucking along here. So I decided to get some stuff bolted on the motor. So I got the alternator bracket, alternator all bolted up now. Power steering pump. Oh wait, let's look through here. There we go. Saginaw power steering pump, Wild Horses bracket kit. That's all on there and done. Now I'm test fitting the radiator. I had what I thought was a good James Duff V8 swap radiator. Turns out it's got a hole in one of the tubes, so back to using my universal AFCO radiator. Had to do a little bit of trimming on the core. So right there, that piece there, I cut those off. Core right here. I had those pieces were here. I trimmed those off, cut all this back. Then I used some edge guard, rubber edge guard, all on the back side of this core support here, this sharp edge. Radiator is going to get pushed right up real close to this, so I don't want any chances of that sharp edge rubbing on my radiator and putting a hole in it. So I'm going to come up with a new radiator mount, way to hold it in there nice and good. Never had a problem with the one in the Bronco, but it was definitely not the best work I could have done. So I'm going to build something a little better for this one. So I'm going to get this all test fit, get a good bracket made, and then moving on. Okay, I got the radiator mount figured out. It's just basically a better version of what I did on the Bronco. So the radiator is actually going to sit all the way up here in the core. So I have 2 strips of rubber laid down here so there is no metal to metal contact. I made some L brackets that bolt to those existing radiator brackets to take those round grommets, since my radiator does not mount using those. So the radiator is going to tuck basically right into here. It cannot move, it's pinned in between there. And then on the top we have the simple bracket that's basically going to sit right on top of the radiator core. It's going to bolt right there with one single bolt. Pretty simple and pretty solid too. So let's take a look at that. And there's the radiator. It fills the entire hole. So this right here, one bolt holds the whole radiator in. You can see how tight I got it all the way around. I do have the edge guard to protect it. And then from this side, there's my mount. It's got some foam between it and the radiator core. And then down there, you can see the 2, kind of see them, the 2 little L brackets that are all padded with foam. And that holds the bottom of the radiator so it can't move. So this thing, it doesn't move at all. Solid. So we're going to call that good. So for my electric fan, the shroud I built for it, I'm going to actually mount it. I'm going to sink 3 riv nuts into the core support so I can just bolt it on. The bottom of it hooks into that same bracket that I just made that holds the radiator in place. My fan shroud hooks into that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drill these and pop these in. Okay, take 2. Helps if you got the right drill bit. So, install the nutsert, rib nut, whatever you want to call it. There's one. Two. Three. All right. I'll show you what it looks like. And there it is. Fan and the shroud is mounted. Some nice stainless button head cap screws. And there's my Dorelli fan. The shroud I made last year for the Bronco. So right here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to have to fill, I'm going to seal this off, this area here. I don't want air getting around the fan or getting around the radiator. Air is going to take the path of least resistance. So I'm going to put some foam in here to block this off, and then I'm also going to make something out here to block that off. So all the air that goes in that grill is getting forced through the radiator, drawn through by the fan. So that should maximize my full cooling potential. And went ahead and installed the winch. It's one more part off the garage floor and back on the truck. That all done. Oh, it's feeling good. Looking like a truck again. Cooling system is finished. All the hoses are hooked up. Rad's in. Just got to wire the fan once I get to the wiring part of this. So very, very happy. Alright, I think I'm going to cut this video off here. This is July 5th. So this is like 3 days worth of work on the truck here. I think we'll call that quits. I'm going to go ahead and get this video together and get it posted. See if I can get like maybe a video a week up. Maybe 2 if I'm lucky here. I don't know. We got a trip coming up. So yeah. So definitely want to get this up because I'm going to be getting into some prep mode for our first overlanding trip of the year. That'll be a video too. So anyway, there it is. I should have my axle shafts from Quick Performance tomorrow, I'm told. Got the dash all covered up. It was just getting covered in just dust and crap. Since the window's out, I got to go in and clean up this window channel. Fix all the, it's just surface rust, but just grind all that out. Get that all cleaned up and ready for the new windshield. And springs are hanging. Repainted those. Kind of bummed. Powder coating on those, not even a year old, was already just coming off and rusting. I contacted Bronco Graveyard to see if they could get a hold of a Deaver for me to see if there was any kind of warranty on them, but of course I don't get no calls back on nothing, so whatever, screw it. I just painted them and put them back in. So next we got to get the front axle rolled in here, still sitting out there in the yard. Get that behemoth in here, get it under the truck, and get it sitting on some wheels. So I think that's it. We'll call this a wrap, and we'll catch you on the next one. Not sure when that will be exactly, but I'll get it up as quickly as I can. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. I really like that, like the chit chat, all the questions and stuff about the build. So appreciate it a lot. Feel free to share it, you know, to the other Ranger groups or wherever you see fit. So anyway, thank you very much, and we will see you soon on the next one. And like I said, today is July 6th, July 14th through the 17th, we will be taking off on our first overlanding trip of the year in Lisa's Ranger, heading up to the almost the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. We're going to do a kind of a traveling camping trip from spot to spot to spot. So looking forward to that. That should be a good time. So anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.